Okay, let me show you how to use Excel to help you with some of the hand calculations. Notice that I put the data, height and weight values into an Excel spreadsheet, and based on the formulas, like I did by hand creating my chart, I need to find the differences between the x coordinates, or my height values, and the average. And then I need to square those differences. I need to find the differences, my weight values, and the average. And I need to find the products of the differences. So how do you do that in Excel? I'll start here with the x coordinates and the x bar. Of course, if I want to find the average of the height, I could just go up here to function and select average, and I want the average of these values, and okay, so there's 65, and then select average here, and there's my 117. Let's separate those. And then to calculate the differences between the x coordinates of my points, or the height values, and the average, 65, I'm going to program this cell. I'm going to go up to the function window and hit the equal sign, and that's the x sub I. My first one's 68. Subtract x bar, and if I put dollar signs around that before the A and before the 8, and then hit enter, I'll get the 3, and then I'm going to click and drag and get those values. Okay, notice that in each one of those cases, when I put those dollar signs in there, it's remembering the 65 for each one. Here, let's start with my next column. Go to the window, type in an equal sign. I want to take these values here and square them, and then hit enter, and then click and drag. Okay, the y sub I, back up to the window, hit the equal sign. The y sub I starts here. Those are the y coordinates. And subtract the 117, but I'm going to put a dollar sign on each one of these just to make sure that it's always getting the 117 from for each calculation as I scroll down through the column. So press enter, and then select that again, and then the lower right corner, click and drag. This one, type in the equal sign, and I want this value times this value, and then enter. Select the first one and click and drag. Okay, now for the beta sub 1, we want the sum of this last column. So now I'm going to back up to function, and I want to write the sum, and then select these values. Okay, and I also need the sum of these values for the denominator. And so then my beta sub 1 would be 110 over 20, which is the 5.5. And then using my beta sub-zero formula, I can, with the x bar and the y bar and the beta sub 1, I can take these values and calculate the beta sub-zero. And that's my y-intercept. So just a little thing that you can do to help you, especially if you have a large data set and you're practicing and you want to do this by hand. Excel can kind of help you a little bit. And it's always nice to learn to or be comfortable with some of the programming that's available to you in Excel.